So I think the Spanish market is mature to migrate infrastructure from on-premise infrastructure to cloud infrastructure. It's mature because cloud is now not just hype. There are very real solutions to do this. I think people have now understood, if we look at the research in Europe, we can see people have understood what cloud is, and they have started to experiment. So in HP, we think now is the time to experiment more, to really get hands-on on the solutions and try it. Because cloud is something to understand, theoretical, but also something to try. And you need a catalog of services. So you need to try and build a catalog of services. And then you can understand with automation how to reduce your physical infrastructure and use it better, and integrate also external cloud services into a catalog. So you must just try. And we think that in Europe and also in Spain, companies are ready to try this. HP has some cloud services at a worldwide level. For example, we have a public cloud offering, which is available worldwide. We also have a virtual private cloud, which is available worldwide. But there are very specific needs that are only for Spain and other European countries, which are cloud services covered from these specific countries. And we adapt to the customer needs and to the legislation that's needed in country. So we have a cloud offering that is also dependent of the specific country. But really most important is that we have partners that work with us in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, and many other European countries, in all the European countries. And these partners are implementing cloud services for local customers. And as HP, we want to work with our partners to implement cloud for end customers. We have some fantastic examples in many countries where a customer has a cloud service delivered with a service provider, which is a local country service provider, and with a cloud builder partner, which is helping them actually implement the cloud all together. And that is the model that HP wants to have, is to have local cloud services available for the needs of the country. So what difficulties are our customers finding to actually go to the cloud, so to transfer physical infrastructure into virtual infrastructure or services? So the difficulties are mostly changing people and processes, and the technology comes at the end. It's mostly about training people to do automation and use a catalog of services instead of configuring a service on a database. So that is a change in skills. It's a change in approach. And so that needs some training to the people. And what we recommend to our clients is to stop talking about it. That's fine. We need to do one more step, which is buy a service catalog creator and an automation engine. It does not cost very much. You can try very simply. In fact, we can actually do that also with open source software with HP, and actually try it. Put maybe a small project with a very skilled and new person to test it, and then you will understand the benefits. And once that first step is done, then the other steps will come very quickly. So often we are asked, what are the cloud services that are mostly used in Europe and in Spain specifically, and if there is any difference to the rest of the world. So I think the real answer is there are some services which are for sure very fast growing, and companies are adopting them very quickly. For sure, infrastructure as a service, so basic compute services are very important. They're growing very quickly. Also services for developers so that they can develop applications quickly is another strong area. Storage is for sure a strong area. Generally, unified communications is another strong area, including email, of course. But then we also see that every country has and every company has some specific needs. So some companies need disaster recovery, which is not like storage. So they need to add some services to the basic cloud services that are specific to them. And that is a trend that is very local. It's very company specific. So our advice to our clients is to think about the services you need. And then when you have a list, you can choose if they are available in as cloud services, if they need to be private cloud services, or a way in between. If I was to explain to a client what are the main differences that you will find with HP compared to other competitors and what our key value proposition is from HP, I would start by saying it's the openness. So we have two products at least, which are leaders in their areas, like the Cloud Service Catalog and the automation that goes behind that, and our OpenStack products. They are designed to be open. They have always been designed like that for the last 4 years in cloud, and before, as HP, we are committed to open products so that other vendors can be included into the ecosystem. Because every customer has a specific case, and we know that it's a market, so we want to work with partners. So I think openness is the first thing. Our solutions are open. Second is we're very committed to open source. So open source is the son of internet, built by a community. There's many developers in HP that contribute back the code to the community. We are in fact the first contributor to the last OpenStack release. And it's fantastic to see at the HP conferences the developers of OpenStack talking to the developers who are using OpenStack. And on top of that, we have an open source developer platform based on Cloud Foundry. So we're very committed to open. We think, like with Linux, that's going to be the Linux of the future for cloud, and we want to make it successful, and we're investing in these products. So the second thing is that. The third thing is we really want to partner. So we want to partner with our partners to teach them how to do cloud, and we are doing that very actively so that they can serve our customers better. We share our roadmap with our partners, we give them the training, we give them the technology so that they can lower the risk for an end customer in implementing. And that's valid for our service provider partners, for our cloud builder partners, and also for our ISV partners. And the same, of course, is valid at the customer. It is an ecosystem of partners, and we know that we have to work together to be successful. It's in our DNA. So one of the questions our clients ask us is if we have services regarding big data and security on the cloud. The answer is yes. We have a specific service for related to autonomy and the autonomy acquisition on the cloud to do unstructured analysis of unstructured data, so finding the meaning of the data. We also have a cloud service for structured data, so for structured big data. And we also have cloud services for security. So there is a whole portfolio for security and big data and social analytics that is covered by HP in the cloud area. One of the most important initiatives that HP has in the cloud is an initiative called Cloud 28+, or the Helion Network. The Helion Network is our worldwide program for a cloud adoption by service providers. In Europe, there are some very special cloud needs. Every country has special cloud needs. So we have an initiative to pull together all the companies across Europe in one big catalog of services. And it's the app store for the enterprise, so that you can search for cloud services in your country or in other countries based on the legislation that needs to be covered and based on the content of the services and the service level agreements. This project is a very big project that we're working on. It involves a lot of Spanish companies, and we hope that it will contribute to the adoption in Europe of cloud, and especially with smaller service providers that offer very special clouds to their customers.